And so during that time, I was also struggling with drugs and all that. So anyway, 4 kids later, I am sober. I am 7 years sober and from cocaine. So hallelujah. No more booger sugar. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Booger sugar.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Rocky Students Podcast. Welcome back to the Rocky Student Podcast. Mike's clapping for the second time. I'm joined with Hugh, Mike, and myself, Matt, and we got an electric guest today for y'all. We're just going to jump right into it.
Let's go.
Here we go. Today, our guest has not only saved the concert at SummerCon this year. Come on. We love you, Don Reddy. But get better soon, okay? Yeah. But he's an electric showman with some of the hypest music I've heard in a while. He worked with companies like Netflix, ESPN, MTV, artists such as Miles Minnick, Hovey, No Big Deal, and more. And as always, ChatGPT said this: from Kentucky backroads to Billboard dreams, today's guest is the hook cowboy himself, George.Rose. He's the genre-hopping, four-wheeling, hit-making machine who, if I had to guess, his next smash single will be called Mud Tires and Choir Wires. You know it's about to be a wild ride. Welcome to the podcast, George.Rose.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
That was for real.
ChatGPT
said that?
That was it.
I like to give some props to the prompter every now and then, but that was all ChatGPT.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I said, this guy loves four wheels, and then it just came up with some other things.
Hey, man, I love it. I do have a four-wheeler that I like to ride when I'm at home, so.
There you go.
I lie.
We were just chatting about, this is your first time in Colorado?
First time.
man.
Let's go.
First time here. Has a lot of, it's weird. It's spaced out pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was like, we're 30 minutes from Denver, but there's like cows just down the
Yeah,
road.
people got like donkeys.
Yeah.
I've seen donkeys, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so far.
It's good. It's good. What were your plans for this weekend 2 weeks ago?
Man,
to be doing?
The plans were to be at home with my wife and 4 kids, you know.
Yeah.
I've literally been traveling almost every week. So, but there's nothing I love more than ministering folks. And then also I love Don Reddy. He's my brother. And do I wish he was the one here? Yes. You know.
But
we gonna make him look. We gonna make him look good. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make him look good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's good.
Just wait till you hear this guy's music, man. I was listening to it before. Oh my goodness, bro. In my car, I was jamming.
Let's
I was
get
jamming.
it.
You got me
I
hyped
know.
for SummerCon.
Hey, let's
I'm
get
pumped.
it.
You got me hyped for SummerCon.
Let's get it.
It was good. You say 4 kids?
4 kids.
let's go.
That's a handful.
How many
That is
kids
a
do you want to
handful.
have, Hugh?
2 or 4. Not 3. Not 3.
Okay.
Not 3.
So specific.
Why not 3? Why not?
There's
3?
always an on and out. It's just like, you know, you don't have 3 game controls. You either have 2 or you got 4. You know.
Well, yeah. That's
that grocery
You know?
bill is way different too.
Yeah, a little bit.
But hey, you know, hey,
Yeah.
no, that's awesome, though.
You know,
At least you want kids. At least you want
dude, you know,
kids.
that's true.
I hope my wife wants some kids because, you know.
Are you married? How old are you, bro?
No, I'm not married. I'm not dating anybody. Yes.
How old are you?
How old do you think?
I give you a solid 19.
Oh,
Spot
he
on.
knows his
Let's
stuff.
say.
19?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yes,
You
sir.
hear that?
Yeah.
You heard that here, folks. 19-year-old Hugh. Come and get him.
You also got
Let me get me.
He wants either 2 or 4 kids.
Not
Ladies.
Ladies. Who's watching this, but
Ladies.
So if
I'm
you want
available.
3, he's
Nah,
not
nah,
it.
you're not the one. Sorry, I can't help you.
You've been in marketing class where you got a niche down. Is that what you're learning right now?
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
Find your niche.
Yeah, he's
You got it,
marketing
bro.
himself.
Got a niche.
Personal
like-
brand, baby.
Yep.
That is funny.
You know?
I was trying to do kind of a deep dive to learn more about you. Because
Yeah.
again, I just heard about you a week ago.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more about you sooner.
Well, we here now.
I think I have something to confess because I was looking at a picture
Right.
from a long time ago, and you were wearing a Batman beanie.
Oh,
And I was like, all right,
where
let's-
did you go? Hold on, where did wait?
It's like, how deep
How
did you
deep
go?
dived it, bro? Where?
I was trying to do my research.
I mean, you did it. I mean, bro, that's
No. Here's how it works. At some point in time, you were tagged in one of your wife's things. I went
Okay.
to either her tag stuff just to try to find like what's a hobby.
might have been our baby shower.
I mean, I don't even know you had kids back then. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, let's do this fun bit where we take Thanos' concept of snap or pass.
Okay.
And I realized Batman and Thanos are not the same universe.
No.
And so I prepared this whole thing, and I don't even know if you know the characters. Are you a big what's the opposite of Marvels?
DC.
Are you a big DC guy?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, well,
I
let's
just saw
talk Marvels.
Superman. I just saw Superman.
Okay, what were your thoughts, real quick?
I'm not gonna give no spoilers, but
He dies.
9 out of 10.
Ooh, okay.
9 out of 10.
Wow, I heard it was good.
9 out of 10. And I'm a Henry fan. I love Henry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I found this out afterwards. James Gunn, he did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it was like, well, if we can't beat them, join them type deal.
Okay.
So it was like a DC but a Marvel movie, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
With the laughs, and it was good.
The better universe.
Better universe.
Okay. All right.
Don't get me in trouble, bro. Come on, man.
It's
We
a
said
flavor.
No cancel, bro. I'm not
I will say,
getting canceled.
We're putting
I was
that
gonna
on.
say,
The whole thing.
Marvel did ruin everything, bro. They were just like,
Yeah.
let's just create a bunch of awesome stories and then just make half of those people die and then bring them back and then just end it. And then we're just going to have no one to watch our movies anymore.
Just kidding.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
They milked it. They made a lot of money.
I haven't
They
watched
sure
a single
did.
Marvel movie since Endgame, so
Wow.
I don't think you've
that
missed
was,
much.
And that
Yeah,
ended it
yeah.
all for you.
Yeah.
that was my Endgame.
I get it. I get it. I
Yep.
get it.
Well, since I prepared DC characters,
Yeah.
I want to know Snap means they're gone. We're taking them out of the universe.
Yeah, they're
Pass
poof.
means they get the pass.
Right.
Snap's like, see ya.
Okay.
Pass means they stay.
Okay.
Snapper pass.
And obviously, this is not DC.
I love this.
Right?
I love these. Come on, man. I'm
I
excited.
looked at
about it.
Batman, saw Marvel.
Okay.
Spider-Man. Snapper pass.
Pass.
All right, he gets to stay.
Spider-Man.
Wolverine.
I'll pass. Easy.
Black Panther.
I'm black, bro.
Dude, I love
Pass.
Loki.
Snap.
Doctor Strange.
He holds it together pretty. Snap. I'm gonna snap him though. They gonna get me for that. I don't know.
It's weird. Rocket Raccoon.
Pass.
All right.
Good choice. That guy's a go.
Howard the Duck.
Dang, bro.
Howard the Duck.
It's-
We're talking about the same thing
That's
right now?
That's
He knows what it
I had
is.
to throw something in there.
snap. Snap.
the
Yeah, my boy
duck.
got a snap.
What am I missing here?
Star-Lord
Oh, pass.
and She-Hulk.
She can snap. I do love women.
She-Hulk.
I love women. I love women characters.
We'll edit it out in
They
post.
will get me. Bro, I'm telling you, they are man. 2025, bro. They not playing, bro.
I think we all can admit that She-Hulk was like not that great of a
They
show.
could have done.
Yeah.
If the show was amazing, it would have redeemed the character.
They made a
Yeah,
whole
man.
show on She-Hulk.
Oh, dude, yeah, and the
Yeah, dude.
CGI
So-
is a little
Yeah.
unhinged. It's a little wild.
It was rough.
Wait, so hold on. Explain this to me because I'm not cultured apparently. So
I don't know,
She-Hulk
man. If we
is-
dive deep in this, we
She-Hulk
might get
is
in
a
trouble.
Is a man version of the Hulk.
What? She
I
turns
mean,
green and
sorry.
everything?
Yeah, she
You
turns
never
green.
heard of She-Hulk?
There's
No?
Well,
There's
well,
She-Hulk.
This is
It's a
There's
woman.
Red Hulk.
okay.
There's
Is there a Red
Hulk.
Did you see the Captain?
There's
America
Hulk
movie?
Hogan.
Which one?
The newest one.
No, I
He's still living Endgame.
Yeah, I know.
I understand,
Yeah,
bro. I
yeah.
get it.
I know.
I get it. Live there.
I'm just reminiscing. I can't stop.
I understand.
I was gonna go back to DC, but I don't know if you track with me.
He's hurting his marketing value right now.
Well, now you know.
Or helping it.
Now you
don't
know.
know.
If you like DC or Marvel, I'm probably not your guy, but you know.
Hugh goes on long walks. He doesn't have an awesome man cave.
It's true.
He likes to hike and
Sure.
do 14ers.
That's nice.
It's true.
I mean, I'm not doing it, but that's nice.
Hey, while you're out, how long are you here?
We'll cheer you on in the parking lot.
How long are you
Man, I
here?
leave tomorrow after the breakout session.
What time?
He's like, we
I
can
mean,
squeeze in a
he's-
14er.
I think
What did I
like
say?
1 o'clock or 2.
Yeah,
o'clock.
Dude, that's plenty of time.
No,
Tonight.
You know, I can't sweat.
Plenty of
I
time.
can't sweat my beard out, bro.
But you like
Come on,
watching
man. I
Shooting
can't
Stars,
see
bro?
you.
I can help you out.
I'm with it. I brought my shoes.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
We got the Wi-Fi, so we probably won't be able to see anything. But
Yeah.
so hike a 14er while you're out here.
Is there any other black people there?
I've never seen a black person while hiking a 14er.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm gonna stay.
Hey, but
I'm a
No,
step.
I'm trying to-
the train's got all different types of people. That's my type
true.
of 14. There's one a train that takes you up to the top of one.
Okay.
Oh,
Pikes
yeah,
Peak,
yeah,
or-
yeah. Yeah, Pikes Peak.
Yeah, Pikes
man.
Peak.
Yeah, okay.
If you come back, we'll
All right, cool.
We can just
And
drive
then
up
you can
one
tell
and-
people you hiked it.
I'm with it.
It's great. No one's gonna check. No one's gonna check your work, dude.
All right, cool.
What you got, Matt?
I had a great question, and I some of these I wrote at 1 a.m. last night, and this one auto-corrected to something I don't even know what it says. So
Read it. Let me hear it.
You should
See
ask
if
it
we can
anyway.
decode it.
what's Oh, I know. It says, "What's your game of land?" When writing a prolong. What it was supposed to say is, "What's your game plan when writing a song?"
Okay. Okay.
What's your game of plan?
You don't have to use ChatGPT, man.
Like if there's a process,
Right.
you know, I think of one like someone out there who's maybe like, man, I love George's music, or
Right.
I recognize the artistry there.
Right.
What could I learn to put into my genre, or what has he learned over the ages? So,
Man, I've been doing this for a while, but I'll get into the backstory as we dive deeper. But it's really hard, bro. When I'm in the studio, okay, so I have a song list. So if you ever catch me doing this while we talking, you can hear the song. So I could be at church, we can be in mid-conversation, and I have a song list, and it could be, you said a word that I loved. It could be like,
it's not game of land, that's for sure.
I don't know. I might do it. But like, let's just say if I heard that game and it sparked something, I'll show y'all. I don't think I've shown anybody this list. Hold on. I got some of Don Reddy's. Me and Don. Hold on. Where's the songs at?
This is like wordsmithing at its finest.
It
Yeah,
is.
seriously.
I love it.
The closest I come to is bananagrams.
We put the little squares
Yeah,
together.
it's the closest to wordsmithing I ever get.
So right now I am up to 64. So I have, man, I ain't gonna give the sauce. I ain't gonna steal this, but I'll write it. So when I go into the studio, I produce as well. So
Nice.
everything that you hear, I'm making the beats. But I'll go in there, start working on the music, and then if it hits me, then I'll put the headphones on, and a lot of it I freestyle.
Nice.
So a lot of it, and then if I need to write, I'll write. But a lot of it, I'll start with the hook first, which is the most important part of the song. And if I don't have anything that's coming naturally, I'll open up this list, or I'll go to TikTok and just scroll while I'm recording, because I want to see what Gen Z, what everybody's saying, the lingo, because that is the one thing as a writer and a producer, you don't want to be cringe, but you want to stay current. You want to know, all right, what are they saying? Because it's always changing. So I'll take, and then it's all, literally, bro, man, so many words. But I'll do that, and then I'll start the song right there.
Nice. That's cool.
Middle schoolers be saying the craziest stuff nowadays. Have you been hearing that? You've been
Well,
catching
so
up with
I
that?
know there's different lingos between elementary, middle, and high.
Yeah.
My son is 9, so he is the culture right now. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, he will bust up in my George. I love you. My son will bust up in my room talking about, Dad, POV my back, and leave the room. And I'm just sitting there like, dude. That's my son. That is a 9-year-old today, and so my kids keep me up to date.
His future's bright.
Oh, it's really
It's
bright.
real
bro.
bright.
My back. It just. I'm like, all right.
Like, check it out, Dad.
Check it out, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool.
That is good.
Yeah.
We started this bit last time.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Don't
Yes.
look.
Oh,
just
snap.
pass. Don't look, just pass.
Okay.
I'm the only one who's seen these, but we always try to make our guest into a Fortnite character.
Mine the right direction.
I don't know which way it's going to go. So we're just going to flip it. You just get to react to it, all right?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Hugh, did you even see me do this earlier?
No.
You're clearly in the middle. We're going to put it up so that people can see.
I love it.
You're in the middle.
We got Slim Shady on the left.
I
We got
love
Slim
it. Is
Shady.
that Juice WRLD on the right?
Yeah,
Snoop
we got
Dogg,
Juice WRLD and
Eminem. Okay.
And the dude on the far right is a guest appearance. We don't know who that is.
Okay.
So you can choose,
Nice.
This
you
is
can make up who
fire.
that is.
Dang.
This is fire.
So if you ever want to be in Fortnite,
I'm gonna be honest.
I think they did it. I think they did pretty good.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm more enamored by the color. What kind of printer y'all got here, buddy?
I don't know, man.
What? This is some crazy
It's
work.
Xerox.
I mean, this is but
X-
man,
this looks pretty good.
This is some good printing right
That's
now.
real nice, man.
It is a big printer.
That's nice.
I'll text you the actual image one of these
Yeah,
days.
that's nice.
It's fun.
Might
But
be
you're up with the legends.
All right, man. I
I'd buy
appreciate.
that skin. I'd play with that
I
skin.
play with that skin too.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Legend shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd wear that shirt, too.
I'm actually wearing that tonight, guys.
There you go.
I'm wear it tonight for y'all.
Let's go.
Fortnite exclusive.
So yeah, we just want to make you. Fortnite's happening a bunch here at SummerCon, so we might as well just make you into a Fortnite character.
So is
Epic
that
Games, come on.
So is that the biggest game still? Is Fortnite? Would you say? And Minecraft, but I don't know if that's age. Minecraft is more is that
Minecraft's
younger.
huge.
And it's wide range right now.
It's like it's everyone because like my college friends, they're telling me all the time like, oh, let's make a realm together. You know, like like they know who Derek is, but so like Derek's one of the guys in our ministry here. He's a leader, and like he's always telling me let's hop on Minecraft. So I mean like it's college age. I feel like with middle schoolers, it's like they still play it, but man, Fortnite is what they're hooked on to.
My son goes back and forth. He'll be like, Fortnite stinks, and then he'll be back on it. He'll move to Minecraft. But I think it's just the age. Like their minds are just are so unique.
Yeah.
You know, even I would say you're because you're Gen Z, right?
Yeah.
Y'all's minds are very, man. I'm not gonna say how old I am. I'm not old, but I'm not young. But just to see how fast y'all's brains can, and it's because of this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is not. It's not a.
No, we're cooked. It's okay. You can say it.
No. Actually,
It's that brain rot, dude.
No.
It's that brain rot, bro.
I wouldn't say you guys are cooked. I don't want to be one of those guys that just because they said the same thing about us.
Yeah.
Still says.
Oh yeah, y'all got the internet. Dang, I didn't told how old. Yeah, I was here before the internet, so
Well, that's one of the big things.
Crazy work to say.
That's one of the big things with Gen Z. They're the first generation that are living in a world they've never known life without the internet.
Right.
Whereas you and Matt,
Yeah.
there were days where it's like, what? Like if you told us what YouTube was when we were 5 and 6, we'd be like, what?
Yeah.
What's that even mean?
Yeah.
I was explaining to my son, I was like, Dad, do you have a picture of when your brother got stung by a bee on the ear? And I was like,
how would we take a picture?
we didn't really have cameras.
How?
What?
Hold still.
He's like, what, the phones? And I was like, nah, the phone's like, it wasn't a thing, dude. And he's like, oh, okay.
I will say, like, my age group and older were, like, the last ones to, like, experience our childhoods without, because the iPhone came out in 2007.
Yeah.
I was born in 05. Not that I remember when I was 2.
Okay,
But
okay,
still, like,
okay.
I was rocking the Kindle Fire.
Okay.
You know, taking pictures on that is super grainy, but it worked, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
You just like someone's grandma out there.
I saw a blimp. People probably couldn't tell it was a blimp, but I caught a picture of a blimp on my Kindle Fire. You know?
That's a good year, though.
But
2
you know,
megapixel camera. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because when I was like looking at the middle school, like being a middle school leader today, I look at the middle schoolers now, and they're so much different from when I was in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like so much different.
Yep.
You know?
Different time.
Yeah. Our brain rot with SpongeBob, theirs is, it's different every time I ask them. So I don't know.
I would say God has called, you know, that generation for this time. You know, I come at it, you know, me and my wife, we're children's pastors. That's what we did. And so children's ministry is always, you know, youth is always in my heart. So I don't ever want, because the world says you guys are cooked. I say you guys are cooking because of what's coming.
Yep.
Is getting ready to, it's going to shake the planet.
Yep.
And Gen Z and was it Alpha?
Yep.
They were born for this.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
love y'all.
Yeah. That's good. That's what SummerCon's all about.
Yeah.
Is let's use what we have right now and let's make the most of it.
Right.
And I think what's really cool too is seeing. I'm interested to see more of what this generation thinks. If they're noticing, like, man, when we were advertised social media, it was all about like me putting up my pictures, telling my story. I wonder if there's a level of skepticism that's going to be raised with this generation where they're going in knowing the platform's trying to keep them on it. I wonder if that's going to raise over time. And so, like, how do I use this platform rather than allowing it to use me more? Right. So I'm really curious to see, like, where they're going to take it. I get really excited about just the opportunity of what this does. Yeah. There's some dangers, obviously, but also it's a really cool tool to be able to use well. It's sweet. I'd love to get in a little bit more of your story.
Yes.
We're just kind of jumping all around today. So,
let's jump.
you know, we got, for those of you guys who ain't joining SummerCon, you just did a sound check. We got a show happening in a couple hours. Students are rolling in less than an hour. Yeah. So we're just going to roll with it. But I'd love to hear more of your story because, you know, if you jump on social media a little bit, very clearly there's a neat part of your story of how you met Jesus and some things that switched. And so even just from a level of a lot of people watching, just the word addiction is something that probably exists in a lot of people, whether it's something to this, a substance, something else out there. So I would just love for you to share some of your story. We can jump in with some questions, but just what little bit I know, I'm really excited to jump into it.
Yeah. So I'm a pastor's kid, and grew up in church. I was born in St. Louis, Missouri, and my parents were children's pastors, and they were also some of the first Christian rappers back in the 80s. And so I literally, my father's name is George.Rose Sr., and then I'm George.Rose Jr., and so it's just crazy to see how God would just orchestrate family. I'm literally doing the same thing my father, to the T, but taking it further. And that's something that I want to be able to make an impact on my children. At least one of them, will take what I do and, move it forward. But that being said, moved to Dallas in 2000. And so I was born in St. Louis, but I'm a Texan. I'm a Dallas boy. And Cowboys, maybe. I don't know. I'm on the fence right now. I love Cowboys. I do. They just hurt my heart. Bro.
Yeah.
They hurt my heart every year.
Send you to counseling.
Yeah, I need some, man. Therapy. But, yeah, man, grew up in ministry, and I ended up music has always been a part of my life. But I got into it. I was in the mainstream side of things. When I say mainstream, I mean not Christian. And so I got to work with artists. There's these brothers named Playing Skills. They produced the song Riding Dirty by Chamillionaire. Got Grammys for that. Love Playing Skills. They helped put me in position. I learned a lot. And then for there, I shifted. During that time, this had nothing to do with them, but during that whole time, I got addicted to ecstasy. The club scene back in, was it 2011? It was crazy in Dallas. I mean, ecstasy, tabs, it was going, the after hours clubs. And so I got wrapped into that. Turned 21. So I turned 21 and I lost everything. I lost my virginity at 21. Did my first drug. This was before weed. I went straight to ecstasy. And then from that moment, we're going to go there. Can I go there?
Yeah.
Became a sexaholic. So it was like drug addiction, sexaholic, all of that was going crazy. And so everything that I missed out on, I made up for it. And so during that time, I started to get into the music, started working with Playing Skills. And then God called me. My mom was basically like, hey, you need to stop. And basically, I finally obeyed. But by this time, I had met she wasn't my wife at the time, but I had met my wife, and we had a child before marriage. And I just want to let people know, for people that have children before marriage, don't let nobody make you feel guilty. Don't let nobody make you feel bad. I've learned so much. So I got to say this part.
Yeah, do it.
Me and my wife have learned so much about this area. Yes. Should you wait? Young people, yes. But I didn't really know why I was waiting. Why was it harped on? And I feel like I don't want to blame the church, but they didn't really explain it. Purity. Okay, cool. But why? And the reason why, me and my wife found out because we had a child and then we got married 4-6 months later. We met each other. We had only known each other 9 months before we had our first child. And so when we got married, our child was 4 months old. And during that time, maybe a year later, we had to get to know each other while having a child, which was the hardest. And it just really showed me part of the reason why God said, wait. Because I just remember talking to my wife. I'm like, I understand why God said, wait. Because we're struggling. And if we had done it right, me and my wife, we still haven't had a honeymoon yet. We're going next year. It took 10 years. So we've been married 9 years this year. Nice. But we didn't have a honeymoon. We just went straight ecstasy, cocaine,
straight
baby. Just literally.
There ain't no
ecstasy,
entry.
cocaine, baby, bro. There was no middle ground. And so during that time, I was also struggling with drugs and all that. So anyway, 4 kids later, I am sober. I am 7 years sober.
Nice, congrats.
And from cocaine. So how Hallelujah.
Yeah.
No more
Snaps,
no more booger sugar. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Okay, sugar.
But yeah, man. So, but when I quit drugs, I also stopped doing music. And one of the craziest pieces to this, right when God told me to stop, I walked away. I was literally, y'all know who Trippie Redd is? Mm-hmm. I was literally working with Trippie Redd. Like, we had just made the connection. He had just moved to L.A., and my team, we just started to work with him. And then I also had a record going to Cardi B that I produced.
Wow.
Cool.
But I left it all behind, and I walked away from music completely. Left it, and I was like, God, I'll never touch music again, and I'll do what you called me to do. So after that, shortly, we became children's pastors at a church in Dallas called Covenant Church. And then from there, a year later, God was like, I want you to go back, but I want you to go back Christian music. So started working with Dayton. List went on, like Dayton, Jared Sanders, then me and Miles linked up. Shout out to Miles. Yeah. And me and Miles came up together, and the rest was history, dog.
It's awesome.
So that's just kind of a sex,
Sick.
cocaine, and cocaine.
And Christian rap.
Yeah, and Christian rap. Yeah, baby, come on.
It's good.
Man.
Jeez.
I don't know if you guys have any thoughts, but I'm just curious. There's just a part of me that thinks to the people who might find themselves in a similar spot,
Right.
and are just looking for those 1-2 really practical things of like, man, it sounds like you have a success story of getting away from that. I'm doing my own addiction here. What are 2 things that you found in your sobriety that were foundational to setting up these 7 years?
Oh, yeah. So this next one, man, I was just jacked up, dog. So this will go hand in hand with pornography, because lust, sex, all that, goes together. And one of the things with drugs, and I'll say with pornography, was I first asked the Lord to forgive me, first and foremost. Number 2, I started telling my wife every time I messed up. So if you really want to quit, I remember my mentor, because I had been trying to stop lust and pornography for years. That is a secret killer of men, young boys.
Yep.
Right? I've had countless mentors. Y'all know I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go take a walk, bro. Go take a walk. Go put some ice on your back. Like, that just made it worse. No, I'm joking. Cut that out. No, but find a mentor, someone that you really trust. All my single people, your pastor, someone that you really trust. Have a person that you call and tell when you mess up. And that's with really any addiction. It keeps it's not going to just stop you, but it's going to have that accountability added to your life. And then after the umpteenth time of you messing up, you're going to be like, do I really want to tell them again?
Yeah.
And then also for me, it's children for me that really helped me to stop, because I realized that what I do will pass down to them. That could be good or bad. So I would say ask God to forgive you, mean it, and get a mentor. Oh, and get in church. You cannot do this fully. I don't believe. Like, there's AA. Non-Christians do this all the time. They get sober.
Yep.
But there's healing. You need to find out why, and the Lord has the answer. And just getting around brothers, I feel like I made new brothers with you guys. Just getting around, and ladies, sisters, getting around a community. So confess, mentor, community.
That's good.
Those are the 3 things.
Yeah. Love it. You guys have any thoughts?
I think for me, when I got to college, I kind of grew up heavily involved in the church,
Right.
super involved in my student ministry, and got to college and kind of did a little bit. I hit my rock bottom, right? Everyone's rock bottom is different, but for me, I hit my rock bottom, and I just think it's always great to hear different stories of man, like, what was that moment that just kind of pulled you out of it? It sounds like maybe it was a conversation with mom, where for the 30th time she told you, "Hey, man, it's time to change things." But like, if you could just speak a little bit to, man, what did you learn when you were, I'll call it in the desert or wandering, or whatever you want to call it, and then just speak a little bit to, man, what kind of snapped you out of it, and what did you learn through that?
First of all, like I said, I was a pastor's kid, so I grew up in this. I just don't say pastor's kid, but I let me rephrase that. I had and have a relationship with him. So I was that friend that was cracked out at the end of the night. I'm sorry, Jesus. They're like, oh, here you go with the Jesus stuff again. And there's the Jesus guy right there. That was me. You don't want to do drugs with me, bro. I'm sorry. I knew what I was doing was wrong. And Jesus, he never left me. Now that I think about it, just the things that I was doing, the places I was at, I shouldn't be here. And so just knowing that Jesus was there for me kept me trying, never giving up. And then what made me snap was just, it was a mixture of things. My wife, she almost left me with my child, rightfully so. And couldn't have that happen. And so I did what I needed to do, and that was run to Jesus. My wife was people can't make you stop. I don't believe stop. But the Lord is the one who helps you to understand why. Because I need to understand, why are you doing this, dude? Like, you had 2 parents, bro. You one broke. Pastor's kid, great. You still ended up in a trap house. And so I had to walk through that. Like, why? And so I'm still figuring out why, to be honest. Yeah. But friends, who you're around. I love my boys, though. But it was who I was around at the time. And fentanyl had just hit the streets of Dallas, too, so thank God I stopped.
Yeah. Serious stuff.
Yeah. I was about to say, I remember when I was growing up, I mean, like, I always had a Christian background, and I know it's a little different when you're a PK, because it's like, when you're not a PK, it's like, you just kind of hope that your parents are Christian. Otherwise, you don't really know, right? But, like, when you're a PK, it's like, I'm kind of the head of the church, Like, your dad, that's, like, how your dad is. So, but, like, for me, when I was growing up, I was pretty lukewarm. Like, I was always a Christian, but, like, I may as well have just been an unbeliever, because I was, like, always, I was like, yeah, I pray here and there, but I never saw it as a relationship, And so, like, when did you, like, was that kind of like a similar story for you, where, like, you always were, like, in the Christian background, but you weren't like, I'm never going to really, like, treat it as, like, a relationship where it's like you tend to that relationship. You're not just, praying at night and falling asleep during your prayer. You're, like, taking time out of your day,
I can honestly say I got saved at 5 years old. I can remember being 5 and receiving the Holy Spirit, speaking in tongues. Seriously. And from that moment, I've always had a deep relationship with him. That's why, for me, it hit a little different while I was out there. Because I knew better. So I've always had that closeness with him. Because if it was not for my relationship with him, I would have still been out there.
Yeah.
I still would have been out there. But because I knew him. And I know him. Yeah. I love me some Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
Now, just thinking about it as we're talking about it is making me really realize, like, look where I've taken you.
It's good.
I think sometimes with stories like that, especially in the church world, where, a lot of the kids that are going to be walking through this door, this is never going to be their story. Or they're going to be similar to me, where their rock bottom is maybe just another day walk in the park for other people. I think it's really important to kind of contrast all the things that you were doing, and just for you to even just speak a little bit about the freedom and just some of the grace that you've experienced, some of, what is life like now Are you finding fulfillment? Are you finding joy? Like what is feeding your soul right now that just wasn't there?
Man, to be honest, my family.
Yeah.
My family. When you start having children, it puts a lot of things in perspective, and you start seeing your failures in them. When you start tripping, it comes like, yo, it's like addiction after addiction. I haven't told this yet, but I'm gonna say it on here. So I got addicted to my phone. The same way I was addicted to drugs, and it was really bad, to the point to where it was stealing from my relationship with my wife. When we're in the bed at night, even when I was driving, dog, like when I get a stoplight, scroll, what they call it, doom scrolling, just bruh. And then I had to realize a couple weeks ago, like, dude, you are an addict, because when you don't have your phone, you start feeling some type of way, and then the way the Lord speaks to me, He will always send a prophet or a prophetess to speak to me when it's something that I'm being stubborn on, every time. And it's usually when it's deadly, when something's about to die. So I get a call from, this is one of my closest friends. So it was unique, because we've never jumped into this side of the relationship before. But I get a call, this was like 3 or 4 days ago. I'm at the barbershop getting my hair cut. And she was like, hey, it wasn't weird, but I was like, hey, were you trying to get a hold of Emily? She's like, no, I actually needed to talk to you. And so basically she let me know, like, the Lord, she was like, I was in my prayer time and the Lord showed me your face. I'm like, oh, God. Usually when you hear something like that, you're like, oh, God, what did I do? And then she just started reading my mail. The Lord, this is what's, and she started talking about the phone. And she was like, the Lord, is saying this is what it's doing to you. This is what's going on. And I knew when she told me. So it wasn't like, oh, this is new. I was like, oh, finally. Mm-hmm. And so after that, I stopped scrolling for one day. And y'all, my life changed. It was weird. My wife's like, it's only been one day. I'm like, I know, this is monument. This is crazy. Yeah. And of course, she was like, it's become an idol. Mm-hmm. And so the more time has passed, I've just realized I'm not the only one. I think this is worse than pornography. This is because this is you can have any pleasure that you want on this phone. Mm-hmm. And so just been walking through that. And so it's like one addiction after the other. And then watching your kids go through, like, they turn into little crackheads. Yeah. No YouTube. Yeah. Oh, Dad, can I just like, no, bro, it's been 30 minutes. Like, I'm talking about my kids. Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
That is, yeah, scared me. So I'm trying to lead by example. I'm here, I'm present, I'm not scrolling. And to be honest, like, I feel healthy up here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a topic that everybody wants to talk about, all the big stuff, but I'm like, nah. This is what's killing. Yeah. Marriages.
I read something and it was like, I think this was John Mark Comer. And in his book, he was talking about the average American touches their phone like 2,200 times a day.
That's crazy.
Like 2,200 times a day. That's the average American. And you're like, dang, like that hits hard.
That's crazy work.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This just made me think of a conversation we were having one time where we were just talking about Instagram, because you got 15 minutes is your timer a day on Instagram.
Dang, dude.
That's all I got.
That's a good budget.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Times it.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about how, like, I got I don't know, 4 different accounts. One that I made a little bit of, like, 10 cents every 2 weeks on. One that I use for, like, learning specifically about spiritual stuff. One from, like, my personal account. and then one that's all student ministry related.
That's awesome.
And just because I'm trying to control a little bit of what, I don't want to just become a doom scroller.
Right.
And so when I feed the algorithm in my search pages, it's like, man, on my faith-based one, I'll go there and it's all just pastors or Christian content creators just feeding that. And then when I go to the, my personal one, it's going to be like the AFV videos of kids doing dumb things. So it's been just kind of a fun little, way of just trying to test different things. So I think there's a really cool, like there's just so much value and wisdom in what you're talking about. It's good. Do you guys have any other questions before we kind of get close to closing things up? Okay. Well, we always want to roll out the red carpet, just be like, what are the best ways for people to follow you, support you? I don't know if you have anything else you want to say, but
man, I just want to encourage the youth to keep going. I know I talked about, like being on the internet and stuff like that. Continue to learn it, because that's the way that people are going to hear about Jesus.
Yep.
It ain't going nowhere.
Yep.
Follow your dreams, even if it's hard, when people tell you not to. Keep pushing. Nothing's dumb unless you say it's dumb.
Well, we appreciate you jumping in here.
Appreciate you.
We're gonna put all his social stuff in the description below, so make sure to go check out George.Rose. Thanks for saving the concert at SummerCon.
Hey man,
it was a blessing. Again, we love you, Don, but the chance to meet you is a huge blessing.
And maybe next time Don comes, maybe me and Don, I'll come out here with Don. I'll be his guy. I just would do a song or two, but I want to be in the audience. I want to see Don, man. I love you, Don. You're the best guy I know. Okay, I'm gonna cry. You're one of the best guys I know. One of the greatest brothers to ever exist. I love you, man. I love you and your wife, your family. Love you, man.
Yeah. George, thanks for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Everyone who stayed tuned with us, thanks for hanging with us. We love you guys. Jesus loves you. See you guys next episode. Peace out.
Nice.
Peace.
That was my first podcast.
Dude, let's go. You media trained. That's why. Or that's just natural. That's
I just seen people mess up so many.